Hey, what's up again, YouTube? It's your boy Lazy Lows back with another video about General's Cry Blade Flurry, as I feel it got a significant buff in the patch 3.25 Settlers of Calgary League. So if you've ever played General's Cry Blade Flurry in the past, it'd be cool to know more about your experience with it, so feel free to use the comments down below. I just want to preface that this isn't a full build guide, it's more of an outline for a General's Cry Blade Flurry Berserker with some pointers. So with that being said, let's jump right in with the strengths and weaknesses of the build. The primary weakness of this build is not having a substantial amount of spell suppression, as spell suppression is incredibly hard to cap with this build unless you have several mirrors to spend or you're willing to just not hit the breakpoints at all. Another downside of this build is that the best in slot helmet is an Abyssus, making you take substantial amount more physical damage, meaning you have to get a lot more armor to mitigate it. Now, the benefit of this build is that it's really easy to get started. With just 2 4-links and a red blade banner, you can start making your improvements from there. In the early game, I would get a high attack speed weapon like Ichimonji, so you don't have to spend so many passive points in the tree trying to get your Mirage Warriors to release the Blade Flurry. And in the mid game, I recommend getting a Paradoxica with attack speed primarily. So to further elaborate on what I mean by breakpoints is that for every 1.66 attacks per second, each Mirage Warrior does an extra attack. So you're getting like 5 or 6 more attacks for each 1.66 attacks per second. And then the larger breakpoint is at 10 attacks per second when they actually finally release it, which will increase your DPS by up to 3 or 4 times. You see, if I have here on channeling, I'm doing 3.4 million DPS. And if I do channel and release, it'll do 12,500,000. Now let's talk about the gems of this build. First of all, the transfigured version of Blade Flurry seems to be bait. I find the regular version does more damage if you can find the crit elsewhere. For the auras, we use Determination, Precision, and of course Auto Exertion to automatically cast your Blade Flurry. You can either get a Hunter Elder Influence body armor for the 2% additional crit, or you can go with Bottled Faith to hit 100% crit chance. I don't have either right now, so I'm only at 84, but it would go to 100 if I had either Bottled Faith or a Hunter Elder Influence body armor. You can opt for 20% quality to get a 6 Mirage Warrior, but it likely won't be releasing his Blade Flurry if you're using the red blade banner due to the low cooldown of General's Cry, as it'll be replacing him before he does his release. The configuration seems quite ridiculous because I have so many things checked, but I promise this has 100% uptime on everything, mainly because of cluster jewels giving you onslaught and charges, and rage mastery granting you rage, which never falls off because you're always war crying, so it actually never goes down. And you also have intimidate from your another rage mastery, granting you intimidate if you have rage, which you always have rage at cap. And the blitz charges are also lasting 20 seconds. Although I think this may be a bug because this charge mastery increases charge duration by 100%. The blitz charges do count as a charge, but it does say here that the blitz charges have a base duration of 5 seconds. But in game they actually have 20 seconds with that mastery. Around the 10 div mark with this build, so I'm gonna have the POB linked down in the description below, and I'm hitting about 12 million DPS. But I do feel incredibly squishy, so I do hope to further upgrade this build. Additionally, I have a General's Cry Blade Flurry Calculator for your Mirage Warriors, even with the server tick rate built into the formulas, although the damage section of it is not as accurate as POB due to buffs and other interactions, but it is useful to find out how many attacks your Mirage Warriors are getting off before they dissipate. And I'm gonna end the build with some boss fights I did earlier today. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I do die sometimes, but I hope it's more for entertainment than for anything else. And thank you for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe, and have a wonderful day. Peace.